Seed starting and growing vegetables in the greenhouse. Greenhouse series part 7. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Hello, welcome. Today we're gonna be doing our seed starting and growing vegetable in the greenhouse gardening series part 7. Let's go show you what's going on in the greenhouse. Okay, this is the front of the greenhouse. You can see we transplanted some seedlings into our containers over here. On the right side you have water leaf, and you have some onions over here that we growing in containers. Check out the video that we made on how to grow onions in containers. And let's go into the greenhouse and see how it's going in the greenhouse. As you can see, we have a lot of stuff going on. We have, this is anchia over here. This is bitter leaf, sweet bitter leaf over here. This is a bitter leaf that we took inside last year into the basement in our grow tent and saved it, and now we transplanted it into a greenhouse, and it's already producing some leaves. Very soon we're going to be able to start harvesting some sweet bitter leaf over there. Over here you have anchia in buckets over here, and down there you have peppers. And over here we have you see the ones that the first sweet bitter leaf that we transplanted a couple of weeks ago. They're doing well. Hopefully we're gonna be able to start harvesting in a week or two. And we also to save more space in the greenhouse, once I transplanted the seedlings to these containers, I sprinkled some seeds, and we're gonna give us seedlings. It's gonna give us seedlings to transplant into the garden later on, so that saves me a lot of space in terms of growing, getting more seedlings ready for the garden. Same thing up here. I sprinkled some sweet bitter leaf seedlings in there, and the sweet bitter leaf seedlings are ready to gonna be ready very soon to be transplanted into the garden. Meanwhile, the sweet bitter leaf that's in here is gonna be ready to harvest very soon. Down here we have the most recent transplants that we did. These are all water leaf that we transplanted. As you can see over here, I still have the chipmunk in the greenhouse. It's been digging from one container to another, so I'm trying different ways to see if I can get it out of the greenhouse. I'll keep you guys updated on that. We have some herbs over here, and then up here we have water leaf. These are one of the first batches of water leaf that we transplanted. These other ones are the second batches of water leaf transplanted. And over here we have some water leaf that we transplanted to give more space, and it's gonna help them do better. You can see these are the last few trays that we have. We have, I think, about 7 to 10 trays of either water leaf or sweet bitter leaf that we need to transplant to the garden. We're just waiting for them to get a little bit bigger, because in the garden we have a lot of slugs and snails. So we're treating it right now with our various ways of eliminating them before we transplant into the garden. So hopefully we're gonna be able to transplant them into the garden. Those on top over there are the other ones that are left to be transplanted in the garden. So this is another one that's really compact. Seedlings are too compact, so we're gonna try to see if we can separate them and take some of them out into different containers like we did down here, and then we can hopefully within a week or two should be able to transplant those into the garden. So these ones up here are the last ones that we did. We transplanted some of the seedlings into these containers over here to give a little bit more space and for them to do much better. So we're working on that. Okay, if you like the video so far, please smash the like button. If you're not following me yet, follow me for more videos like this. And let me know in the comments below what interests you the most about the greenhouse. If you grow in the greenhouse, or if you don't grow in the greenhouse, what do you like the most about growing in the greenhouse? Let me know in the comments below. So over here on this side of the shelf, these are the last few water leaf containers that we have to transplant. Like I said, some of them are compact, and we're separating them to give them a little bit more room to grow, and so that we can transplant them into the gardens. These ones were transplanted into these containers over here, and they're doing much better. So hopefully, like I said, within a week or two, everything out of the greenhouse will be, all the seedlings will be transplanted into the garden, and we'll only be growing stuff like these down here. We'll only be growing stuff in the greenhouse. So so far so good. Temperatures getting warmer, and the seedlings and everything in the greenhouse is doing well. We also have some seedlings in this styrofoam container over here. We transplanted some tiny ones in here, and they're also doing better. So we're gonna hopefully transplant them into the garden later on, within a week or two. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the updates on that. And over here we have sweet bitter leaf pecan that we transplanted into this container. As you can see, they are doing really well. Gonna be ready to harvest. I'll say within a week we should be able to start harvesting these ones. Over here inside you have the other seedlings. I sprinkled some anchia seedlings in there, and these seedlings are gonna be transplanted into the garden later on, hopefully within a week or two. So so far everything is looking great. Everything is doing well, and we're going, like I said, we have different things that are going on at the same time. So we're transplanting the last few containers into the greenhouse right now, and then maybe in a week or two everything will be all growing and growing and growing, and we should be able to start harvesting in the greenhouse regularly. So this is the sweet bitter leaf pecan from last year. I brought them inside in the winter, and then I brought them out here. So the reason I leave them like this, they're producing flowers, and very soon they're gonna give me seeds. The seeds for sweet bitter leaf I've had to find here in the US, so I'm saving them right now like this. They're gonna provide seedlings for me for next year. So hopefully they're gonna provide more seedlings that I can use to grow next year. So I'm gonna, you can see the top here has a few heads that are ready to harvest it, but we're not gonna harvest it. I'm just gonna leave this plant over here. There's another one behind it. I'm just gonna leave it and use it for my seedlings, so that I get enough seedlings for next growing season. And down here we have some water leaf that we transplanted. They are also very tiny, and they're also doing much better than when we transplanted them a couple of days ago. So hopefully they're gonna be in good shape. So over here we have this is other regular Ndole sweet bitter leaf. The Ndole sweet bitter leaf, same with this one over here. We planted them from seeds, and they're coming up great. They're looking great. So hopefully within a couple of weeks to a month, we should be able to start harvesting the Ndole. Same over here. These are also Ndole over here, and we transplanted into this container over here. So they are all coming along great. And behind there we have some sweet bitter leaf stems that we cut. Up here, let's take a look up here. Up here we have, these are the first water leaf that we transplanted. They are doing great. Hopefully be ready to harvest in a week or two. And over here is a pepper that I brought in the fall. I brought in like 3 or 4 of them. Only this one survived. The temperature, I guess, wasn't good enough even with the mat. Here is ginger that I'm growing in this container, and it's also produced some leaves over there, and we have water leaf over here. So pepper, this is pepper that we're growing. These are hot spicy peppers that we're growing over here. We have the Carolina Reaper and the ghost pepper, and the other one that I'm gonna be transplanting very soon will be the scorpion pepper. So stay tuned for that. So these are the first sweet bitter leaf that we transplanted into containers. They're doing great. These other ones over here are recent ones that we transplanted. Okay, over here you can see these other ones are doing much better. These ones, like I said, the first ones that we planted. Down here we have some huckleberries that were too compact in their container, so we transplanted them into this container over here. and then later on we're gonna take out some of them and transplant them into the garden. Over here you have water leaf, you have anchor on the side, you have sweet bitter leaf over here. In the back over here, these are the old bitter leaf stems that we brought them in the fall, had them in the basement in our grow tent. Now they are we transplanted them into the various containers and they're thriving now. You can see they started producing a lot of leaves. So hopefully within a couple of weeks we should be able to start harvesting. Same with this anchia over here that we transplanted over here in these containers. They're all thriving and doing well. So hopefully we're gonna be able to start harvesting those very soon. These ones are the new ones that we planted, and they are also doing well. These are both anchors, and down there you can see we have, let me show you 1 second. So these are the sweet bitter leaf curtains that I made from the old sweet bitter leaf, and we planted them in here. So they're all doing okay. So far they're shooting out. Over here is the lemongrass. Lemongrass is from last year is also doing great. So everything else in the greenhouse, everything is thriving and is doing great. So hopefully we're gonna start getting some organic vegetables from the garden, from the greenhouse very soon. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you're not following me yet, subscribe to the channel so that you can get updated with all upcoming videos, and comment and share. If you like the video, share the video. Thanks for watching. Happy growing, everybody.